This is Gail. Welcome. Today I thought I would show you how I make my bookmarks. Now, to start with, I am using an old cover to a Daphne Diaries magazine. Now, it was a little bit long and this part was going to need to be covered up. So I simply chopped it off, and to save time, I also went ahead and did some wax seals here as the center of the flowers. Now, I didn't do it on screen because, yes, fire, just afraid with fire, might be a little dangerous while I was filming. Plus, the first time I had done wax seals in, well, let's say since the 70s. So, yeah, thought I'd better do that off screen. Next time I'll do it on screen though, so you can see. The set that I used is actually one that I picked up at all places, Walmart. Yes, Walmart had a couple of different sets, but I like the colors of this one. And as you can see, this one is a rose, and this one I can't quite tell. Could be a zinnia. I'm not really sure. Sunflower, maybe. But anyhow, kind of pretty. So, what I decided to do was to make the centers of the flowers these wax seals. So it had a little 3D effect. And, oops, let's see if it'll focus. Maybe not because of the shiny in there. Anyhow, what I put in the center was, once the seal was on, oops, I'll show you this one as well. And again, it's got that shininess, so it doesn't really want to focus too well. But it's, shake it up a little bit and you can see it's a Martha Stewart, and it says rose quartz. And it does have that little bit of glittery, shiny in the scent mixed in with it. And so in the center of the flowers, that's what you're seeing that's so shiny. I don't know in retrospect if I would use that with the glitter in it. I do have some other rose gold gilding paste somewhere, but I couldn't put my fingers on it to start with, so that's why I went with this. But I thought it gave a nice 3D effect to the flowers, so that's why I used it. Now, just to let you know, in case you're wondering about the length of these, it's about 8¼ inches, okay? And I think with bookmarks, it's up to you. What do you want, you know? So, at any rate, I did that. And I got my inspiration for the pictures that I used for this bookmark from a picture of my sister and I. When I saw these flowers on the front and on the back, but especially on the front, it just reminded me of a picture of my sister and I. And this is the picture. We're standing there in front of a bed of red tulips, and these are light yellow, very pale yellow Easter dresses. Yes, this was our Easter finery, and I want to say this is probably 1958, 1959. I'm guessing my sister would be better at knowing the year for sure. And this was a little garden in the center of a road. And so my grandmother took us there to take our little Easter picture. And it's somewhere around Alexandria, Virginia, maybe Arlington, not really positive. But anyhow, I just knew I had to use those pictures in the bookmarks because my sister has a birthday coming up, and I thought it might be fun to make her one of these bookmarks for her birthday. Anyhow, this is the picture of her. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I distress around things, no matter what I use, I end up with those little black fuzzy things all over, and they're so hard to get rid of. I kind of felt like I did go ahead, by the way, and distress the outside of the bookmark and the pictures, but I did feel like perhaps she needed something to separate her from the rest of the picture or of the bookmark. So I had this cheesecloth that I had dyed, and it does spread out more, but for some reason it's being difficult. Anyhow, I just thought it might be nice to have her separated just a tad with a cheesecloth. And also, I thought she needed just a little something something kind of coming out behind her. So maybe a little butterfly and some swirlies. And then I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe one of these kind of up here in the corner. And I also had this left, and I thought I might could put just a little bit of that here and there, and to give it a little bling. And the quote that I found for her was Garden Goddess. So let's see if we can get started. Now, just in case you're wondering what I use to do my distressing is our Ranger Archival ink, and it's sepia. And I know not everybody would use those colors, but that's what I choose to use. And in this case, I use this, which was made by a good friend, and put it on all around the pictures and the bookmark as well. So let me get out my art glitter glue and let's get started. I prefer art glitter glue whenever possible because that doggone Fabri-Tac, it just stinks. Stinks to high heaven. Just can't hardly handle it. So let's see here. I think this probably needs to go down first. So let's see how well I can get this on. Don't want a whole lot, so I'm trying to smear this all around from this little puddle here. Okay, so let's see here, trying not to get her all mucky. Oh yes, did a mess of that, didn't I? Ooh-wee. Okay. And now I think that we need to put the cheesecloth and the picture down. And I thought if she was standing on the line here, that might be a good idea. Okay, so kind of maybe going at this a little backwards, but we'll see. This is really using the glue today. see if we can sort of flip this over. I swear that bottle is leaking somewhere all over me. And indeed it is. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Oh yes, didn't we look all prim and proper with our little hats and our little purses and white gloves? So cute. I know that picture doesn't look, it doesn't seem like it has as much color as it did when I first printed it. It's like it's faded already. And of course, this is a reprint of an old picture. I did not want to use the original picture. Okay, so maybe we'll put a little bit of this. Looks like we have a little loose one there. Oh, wow, that shot all over the place. So let's see if we can find it. Yes, here we go. Oops, now it's stuck to my foot. Okay. Yes, this is the norm, isn't it, when you're trying to do something on camera? Always some excitement. Okay, just a little bit back here. Not trying to do a lot, but this glue is not my friend today. So maybe we'll do something like that, just to give it a little pizzazz. And let's cut this off. And this piece, maybe we'll put up here. I think this is too hot pink. Don't really feel like that matches as well. Okay. Little bit of glue. All right. And boom. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? I think that might be it. I think that's good enough. Garden goddess, indeed. She certainly does have really pretty indoor plants, my sister. She has a cactus that blooms all the time. Okay, so I think I'm done with that side. And now for the other side. Okay, and because she was unfortunate enough to be the eldest, the youngest sister, although we did have a younger brother, so I was the middle child. But she just couldn't escape me, sadly enough. Poor thing, she always had to have me tagging along behind her. I'm sure every sister just loves that, huh? Okay, so we're going to put me over here, like so. I don't feel like I need any cheesecloth behind me. And I do think, however, I have a little butterfly that two butterflies that I thought would look cute up here. And I found, whoops, here it is, little tiny piece to go down the center of the butterfly. And to cover this number 3 up, the quote I found is, "Everything's coming up roses," because I'm not sure, but I think that might be what the flowers are in this picture. And I thought I would put that there. And I wondered about somehow using that. I'm not quite sure. There, maybe like that. And then putting a few of these on somewhere. So let's put the quote down first. Alrighty, and again I did distress around the outside of the picture. And, oh, okay, I better do this. Noting about where I want it. Okay. So, put some glue on this. Trying not to be heavy-handed with the glue, but and I think it was sort of like that. I'm trying to use a different app for filming today because I have not been satisfied with the quality that I'm getting with the Logitech app that comes with my camera. It just doesn't get me to 1080 when it uploads to YouTube, and it's really been disconcerting to see that the quality looks fine on the computer, but then when it uploads, it's only at like the lowest level, so not happy with that. And I don't know why this glue, it's apparently not oh, there we go. Now it's too much, of course. So, alrighty then. seems like in all the pictures that have been taken of me, I squint my eyes. It doesn't look good, but what are you gonna do? Always sensitive to the sun. Yes, so if any of you out there are experts on the Logitech C930E camera, let me know what I'm doing wrong when I use the Logitech app, because I cannot get it to give me a clear and high quality picture once it uploads to YouTube. So perhaps some of you have some secrets there that you can share, because I certainly don't know. I've looked online for YouTube videos, and I've gone to the support site which says download the drivers for Logitech, and guess what? Those drivers, they tell you, oh, you don't need them when you go to the support site, and I certainly haven't been able to find them there. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but not real happy about that either. So, wonder if it needs any of this. I don't know. I think it's kind of good the way it is. Maybe some little bling inside each of the butterflies. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. And put a little there. There we go. There's one. Oh yeah, now they stick to me. Okay, this one has a little bit of that film sticking to it. We don't want that. Okay, so now, oops, that was a bit much. Let's see if we can get some of that off. There. Okay. There's that, and now we need just a little one in there. Okay, so what do you think? Everything's coming up roses. Cute. flip side of the coin, Garden Goddess. Indeed she is. Okay, so again, this is the one we made today. And let me share with you some of the ones I've made in the past. So we'll scoot her over here. And this is the one that I made for myself. And this was just using an old book page that was doubled over and stenciled. Could have decorated the back on that one too, but I chose not to. This one is one that I made for my daughter. She loves fairies. And again, this is just an old book page. And over here, a little stenciling. Oops. And then this one that I made from a Daphne's Diary book page, which it already had this design and the quote, "Life is a box of colors," and everything else I put on it to jazz it up a bit. And on the back, this is actually done on, I think it was deli paper actually, now that I think about it. And I used gel pens and a stencil. And then, of course, some die cuts and the cute little quote. And then this is hand-dyed cheesecloth using my sprays, Lindy's or some other spray. Okay, well, thanks for visiting me today. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe. And if you want to see more, the little bell so you get notifications. I think the next project that I'm going to work on finishing is, guess what? This whole thing. This is my boho journal. But this whole thing is my boho journal. Just a tad too much. I think there are like 6 signatures. So I'm going to have to really do some work on that. One project may turn into 2. So stop by and see if I get it done and how I complete it. Alrighty, thanks again for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.